Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Today we are going to continue to learn on standard operating procedure, specifically on the format. I have shared with you some files in your Edmodo, so you guys can refer to your Edmodo later. So let's look at the format or template once again. Okay, so as you can see here, this would be the template that you guys will need to learn, okay, so that you guys will be able to fill in this template later when you need to produce standard operating procedure specifically for this course. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have 8 elements or 8 sections that you guys need to fill in. So we will learn one by one how to fill in them today. So let's start with the first section, which is this tiny box here. So if you guys notice, we have reference number, date, as well as the page number in this tiny box. Okay, so you have to fill in the details here first before you can proceed to write on the title, department or unit, purpose, and so on. Okay, so let's start with reference number. What is reference number? So if you guys look at here, reference number, okay, is for filing and record purposes. Okay, reference number is for filing and record purposes. Okay, in bahasa Melayu, okay, we say reference number is the nombor rujukan. Okay, alright, next, date. Okay, so we have date as well in the tiny box. The date here refers to the date that the SOP is written. So let's say if today you write an SOP, so you would write the date of today, okay, which today is November 25, 2020. Okay, there are two ways how you guys can write the date. The first one is by writing, for example, using slashes here. Okay, so let's say for example today is 25th November 2020, so you would write 25 slash 11 slash 2020. Okay, so this is the first way. The second way is you use dots. Okay, so you guys can write 25 dot 11 dot 2020. Okay, very simple. So for the date, you also need to remember if you have done any changes or you revise your SOP, the date written should follow the date the information is revised. So let's say for example, um, today, okay, you have written one, okay, for your SOP. And then let's say for example tomorrow you revise it again, okay, maybe you add more information on the equipment, so the new date would be 26 November 2020. Okay, so you can write it as 26 slash 11 slash 2020 or 26 dot 11 dot 2020. Okay, so once again you guys can use slashes or you guys can use the dots here. Okay, alright, next is page number. So page number, well, basically you would need to write how many pages you have for your SOP. So let's say, for example, the total number of pages you have for your SOP is 3. Okay, let's say 3. So you would need to write 1 of 3, okay, for the first page. Okay, right? And then for the second page, you would need to write 2 of 3. And then the last page, 3 of 3. Okay? So we are going to use only one way to write the page number. So do not write, for example, 1 only for the first page, 2 or 3. Okay, you need to write 1 of 3. Okay, or 2 of 3, or 3 of 3 if you have 3 pages. But if you have 1 page only, for example, so you are going to write it as 1 of 1. Okay, so I hope you guys are clear for reference number, date, as well as the page number.